Am I normal?
What is sex?
How often should I see a doctor?
When did you know you were ready to have
How
sex?
does a baby get food if it's
How can I tell her I want our
inside
relationship to be
Why
more
are
serious?
some people gay?
How am I supposed to afford a family?
Why do girls have a
Where
period?
the babies
Does
come
hand stuff
from?
count as sex? All my friends are getting
How do I
bras.
talk to my
Should I
partner?
get one too?
Will I be able to grow
How
my
do you
son?
know
Did you
you're
fall in love at my
transgender?
age?
Do any of these questions sound familiar? They might, especially if you work with young people or have children of your own. As children grow up, they have all sorts of questions related to sexuality. Questions about relationships, bodies, gender, orientation, sexual activity, and how to take care of their sexual health. Sexuality is a lifelong physical, mental, and emotional journey, and parents and caring adults play a big role in helping young people make sense of all of these questions and changes. Knowing what we can expect at each age will help us better support the young people in our lives. It can also make us more comfortable doing so. So, let's learn about child and adolescent sexual development. We're going to review some milestones at each stage of development: infants, toddlers, children, preteens, teenagers, and young adults. Let's start at the beginning and learn what to expect from birth to age 2. Right away, infants are learning about the world through their senses. Have you ever seen an infant discover their foot and become amazed? Or notice how a baby reaches for their genitals as soon as their diaper comes off? This is how little ones learn about their bodies and what feels good.
Good morning, my sunshine.
By 18 to 24 months, they're able to understand boundaries like, don't touch the stove. So, as caring adults, we can tell them that while it's normal to want to touch their penis or vulva because it feels good, that it's something that should be done in private. As little ones explore their body parts, they also begin learning the names of body parts. We should use accurate names, including the penis and vulva. This normalizes the penis and vulva so they won't associate shame or mystery with their genitals. From the moment we are born, we get all kinds of messages about what it means to be a boy or a girl. As caring adults, we can encourage little ones to pursue a variety of activities and play with any type of toy, regardless of what gender it's associated with. This offers limitless ways for children to explore their interests and experience gender as they grow. After infancy, we get into the walking, talking, imagining world of toddlers, ages 3 to 4. Anyone who has spent time with a 3 or 4-year-old knows that they are generally talkative and curious.
Why did you do that?
Very talkative and curious about everything, including their own bodies and the bodies of others. Ever see a 3 or 4-year-old try to peek under their parents' clothes, undress a doll, or look under the family dog? Being curious about gender and body differences is a hallmark of this age.
Where did I come from?
At this age, they're also curious about their origin, so we can share simple and accurate information like,
You came from my uterus, the place below my belly button.
during this time in their life, toddlers are copycats. It's normal for toddlers to mimic everything they see. The things we do, the things they see on TV. This is why we often see little ones pushing a baby stroller, repeating words they've heard somewhere, or playing house or doctor. Sometimes parents get concerned when they find their kid play kissing or showing body parts to another child. This is very normal behavior for toddlers. So, as caring adults, we don't have to be alarmed. We can simply set a boundary and redirect their play with a warm tone.
We don't play with our friends by laying on top of each other. We can play with the blocks, on the swings, or with the markers.
As children continue to interact with the world around them, they start getting a sense of whether they feel like a boy, a girl, or another gender. How they dress and how they play are normal ways to explore this part of their identity. Moving from toddlers to big kids, let's think about children ages 5 to 8.
Guess what I learned at school today?
Big kids love learning new information and enjoy repeating facts they know, including facts about pregnancy and birth.
Pregnancy starts when a sperm and an egg meet and start to grow in the uterus.
They may not understand the full story of how pregnancy begins, but they are not too young to learn the facts about reproduction. So we can use simple, accurate language when sharing this information. Remember being little and wanting the same toy or clothing that your friends had? At this age, children's desire to belong and fit in gets stronger. It's also at this age that kids tend to have strong same-gender friendships and often see kids of another gender as icky or gross. Remember cooties? Well, this is normal. And it's also an opportunity to encourage children to treat everyone with kindness and respect, even as they develop some stronger friendships. Did you know that as early as 5 to 8, children discover their sexual orientation? It's at this age that children may have their first crush on someone. A child's understanding of who they are romantically attracted to will deepen and evolve over time. Now, let's jump into the wild world of puberty. Let's talk preteens, ages 9 to 12. The preteen years are marked by the beginnings of puberty and all the changes that come with it. Do you remember what it was like to go through puberty? Reflecting on this time in our own lives may help us empathize with preteens. Preteens experience all sorts of hormonal changes as they grow into their adult body. People with ovaries start menstruation, also known as a period. People with testicles start to produce sperm, which can leave the body during ejaculation.
Why don't I look like any of my friends?
It's common during this time for preteens to compare themselves to others and wonder, am I normal? We, as caring adults, can offer assurance that everyone develops at different rates and that is perfectly normal. As hormones run wild, it's no surprise that many young people experience mood swings at this time. And with changes in hormones, preteens may also start developing romantic crushes on friends, older teens, celebrities, or sometimes teachers and counselors.
OMG, the one in the middle is so cute.
Ew, no way. The other one is way cuter.
And they may have increased sexual interest. At this age, preteens have the ability to masturbate to orgasm, which can include ejaculation for people with penises. While young people are going through many changes at this time, we know that the caring adults in their lives are also adjusting to these changes. Preteens may say that their friends are the most important, but did you know that research shows that parents remain the most influential people in their lives? Parents' values and expectations help preteens navigate a time full of changes.
Stay out of my room.
Even if it doesn't always feel like it. With all of these changes, it's no surprise that preteens usually want more privacy. They may spend more time behind closed doors and in the bathroom. This is perfectly normal, and we can honor their privacy. As preteens seek more privacy and more independence, we may notice that they are not as quick to ask us questions as when they were younger. This is totally normal. As caring adults, we can start conversations by asking open-ended questions that help them identify emotions and think critically, like, what do you think about that? Or, what would you do in that situation? We can try asking about everyday activities or media that they're interested in too. As young people move into their teens, it's normal for them to want to be more independent. They may want their own phone, they may try to stay out later, or they may want to apply for a job so they have their own money. It's normal for teens to face decisions about sexual activity, drinking, and drugs. As caring adults, we may worry about risks that could be harmful, so we can speak with teens about how to stay safe in tricky situations. We can also help teens flex their decision-making muscles by helping them think through possible pros and cons. And we can let them know that they can always come to us if they need help. For us adults, it's also helpful to remember that not all risk-taking is bad. There are healthy risks, like trying out for a team, applying to a school, or asking out a crush. And we can encourage teens to take those healthy risks.
Do you want to go to prom with me?
Teens may have their first serious romantic relationship with a person of the same or another gender and experience all of the emotions that come with it. This is an opportunity for us to talk about healthy relationships, sexual consent, and safer sex practices to help teens make informed decisions. It's hard to keep up with all the new technology, isn't it? Youth can now get and share information through the internet, social media, and texting. Any tech use is an opportunity to talk to teens about being mindful of the content they share and the responsibilities that come along with using technology, including ways to stay safe.
Don't be afraid to trust your gut. If an online interaction feels weird or uncomfortable, stop the conversation.
We all start as infants, grow into toddlers and kids, experience puberty, then our teen years, before becoming young adults. Young adults' bodies usually fully develop at this time. They're likely to reach their adult height, and most body parts, including the penis and breasts, are fully developed. The brain is also more developed by 24, which means young adults have a stronger awareness of consequences, but might still need mentors and support when making big life decisions. Many young adults start to take on adult roles and responsibilities. They may get a job, learn a trade, or pursue higher education.
I got into college.
Mom, I got a job.
As young people move into adult relationships with the caring adults in their lives, it's important for us to accept that the young person is no longer a child, but rather a young adult. Having a better understanding of self means they may experience more emotional and sexual intimacy with partners. While some young adults might have come out as gay, lesbian, bisexual, or transgender in their teens, others may be just beginning to understand their sexual orientation or gender identity. Well, that's it. Young people go through so many changes that relate to sexuality from birth onward. And people don't stop developing at 24. Sexuality is a lifelong journey. Hopefully this has made you feel more prepared to support the young people in your life as they grow up. Good luck out there.